Salut tout le monde, c'est Melvé Chartier. Aujourd'hui, j'ai le goût de faire un vidéo découverte du jeu de détective d'enquête Jenny LeClue, Detectivù. Je vais commencer une nouvelle partie parce que pour l'histoire, dans le fond, ça va être mieux de commencer une nouvelle partie. Donc, je vais confirmer. Donc, on commence une nouvelle partie de Jenny le Q. Puis, ça va vous donner une idée aussi de quoi le jeu a l'air. Le jeu, il est tout en français, avec les dialogues parlés en anglais. Mais, je vais vous avouer, le jeu est quand même... c'est un jeu de détective. Jenny, c'est une fillette. Donc, j'avertis tout de suite que le jeu s'adresse à un public plus jeune, je dirais. Peut-être quelqu'un qui commence dans les aventures de détective, puis qui veut quand même s'amuser dans une histoire intéressante, amusante. Et là, ça commence un peu de façon sinistre. Fait que c'est intriguant. Mais on va voir après ça, on va rencontrer notre petite Jenny, puis vous allez tout comprendre après, qu'est-ce que je veux dire. Et c'est bon. On sait pas qui est ce personnage. On n'a pas vu son visage. Mais je vous avertis tout de suite, ce n'est pas un jeu d'horreur. C'est juste l'ambiance un peu qui essaie de nous mettre en bouche pour le début du jeu, mais inquiétez-vous pas pour la suite. C'est un jeu assez amusant. En tout cas, pour le début, au moins pour vous montrer, pour vous le présenter. Ok, ça commence tout de suite avec un puzzle suivant. Ah, ok, fait que c'est les trois qu'il faut. Il y a des. Ah, faut les aligner en haut. Ah, bon, il y a tout. Ok, il y a bougé tout le monde. Yes. Là, il est en plein milieu du lac. Ah. On dirait un agent secret. Ah, c'est un écrivain. Ok, fait que c'est lui qui a écrit cette histoire-là, peut-être.
Oh, I must have dozed off.
Ouais.
Perhaps we need a spot
Ah,
of
c'était
tea
peut-être
to
un de
wake
ses
us up.
rêves.
What do you say, Rufus?
J'aime bien le visuel de
Yes, quite
ce
right.
jeu-là, c'est cute.
Better get back to work. This book won't write itself. Maybe I should start somewhere easier. I'll come back to the prologue later. The sun rose over another perfect day in picturesque Arthurton.
Arthurton, ok.
To the casual observer, Arthurton seemed like any other small, quiet town. It was nestled in a valley between two mountains, lined by lustrous forests, and perched on the edge of a pristine lake. It had a main street with all the essentials, including a place to sip coffee. It had schools, a college, a church, and a police station. It even had a museum no one ever visited.
Oh, il y a des jeux de mots ici. Mr. Bean's Coffee Shop. Agatha Christie's. You kill for taste. Fresh baked daily. Ouais, ça c'est très cute. Ah, j'aime ça. La pharmacie Great Placebo.
You might find anywhere on your travels.
Je me tais. C'est bon.
Typical, maybe even forgettable. But there was one thing in Arthurton that was unlike any other town in the whole world. Actually, it was a girl. Her
Oh,
name
c'est Jenny.
was Jenny LeClue. And she was the world's greatest detective. Finkelstein residence. Oh, hello, Glenda. Yes, he said he might ring. Okay, patch me through then. Richard? Yes, I got it. I did. And my answer is no. I understand that, but... Well, yes, of course, but... No. Nothing is... I'm not going to do it. It goes against everything my books stand for. No, not yet. But if I could just... Please, listen to what I'm saying.
Ah, ça c'est ce qui est écrit tantôt. Ah, ok, c'est bon. C'est interactif. Ouais. Ah, le petit point vert, c'est des choses avec lesquelles on peut interagir. Ok. Oh, attention au thé. Ah, c'est des petits objets à collectionner. Des petites œuvres d'art. Super. On va en trouver d'autres dans le jeu, probablement. Ah, Richard, c'est lui. OK. Donc, il a écrit une lettre à Arthur. OK. Les livres de vente de sa série sont en déclin. Fait qu'il aimerait ça qu'il fasse... Ouais. Qu'il modifie un petit peu son histoire pour Jenny. Ah, OK. Ah, donc là, on comprend. OK. Qu'est-ce qu'il veut faire? C'est bon. Ouais, ça, c'est ce qu'on avait tantôt.
You don't understand what you're asking for. You want me to turn Jenny's world upside down? Kill off my characters and destroy everything I've built over the last 30 years? Fine. I'll give you what you want. But I warn you, I'm a stream of consciousness writer. And you have unleashed my fury. Good day, sir.
Bon. L'écrivain est en colère. On va voir qu'est-ce qu'il va raconter comme histoire maintenant.
Well, if it's murder they want, it's murder they'll get. It should have been another perfect day in Arthurton.
Ah, il a modifié son chapitre. D'accord.
And nothing would ever be the same again. To begin with, Jenny LeClue was dead.
Oh! Jenny est morte. Qu'est-ce qui s'est passé?
Her skin was pale. What cruel fate had befallen our beloved detective?
Ah, elle est pas morte pour vrai.
Mrs. LeClue, she's doing it again.
Jenny LeClue, you are a dead body. Dead bodies don't talk.
Enseigne à des étudiants stupides, horrible cuisinière, mais bonne maman. OK.
But he's doing it wrong. As wonderful as it would be if all cadavers were so talkative, we must deduce the cause of death without their help. With only the evidence laid before us, we build a picture from the fragments left behind. We collect clues, interpret the data, and solve our puzzle one piece at a
Ah,
time.
ça fait office de
until it
training,
feels that
j'aime
the victim
ça.
is speaking to us.
Ouais, c'est super bien
Jenny
intégré.
is right, Jonathan. You mustn't disturb the crime scene. Vital evidence could be lost.
Sorry, Mrs. LeClue.
Okay, you've all had a chance to study the body? Who can postulate how she met her demise?
Ooh, me! I think it was an accident.
Yeah, she obviously wasn't looking where she was going
So she slipped on the wet floor,
and cracked her head open. Like an egg.
and then she bled to death.
Really? How can you tell?
Well, there's a giant pool of blood around her head.
Yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh.
Actually, you're both wrong.
Oh,
What?
les
It was
étudiants, ils n'ont pas raison.
Murder.
Murder?
Oh, c'est un meurtre.
Don't be ridiculous.
Where's the murder weapon?
There's no evidence anyone else was even here.
Oh, yes, there is. It was murder. And I can prove it.
Allez, Jenny, prouve-nous-le.
Jenny had read all the books. She'd absorbed all her mother's teachings. But there was nothing quite like getting your hands dirty.
How many people get the chance to solve their own murder?
The first step in any good deduction was collecting evidence. Seemingly insignificant details could provide a vital piece of...
First, I'll search the crime scene for clues.
Bon, on va checker pour les
Then
indices.
she'd analyze the data.
Excellent.
And finally...
Deduce the real cause of death.
OK, fait qu'on va essayer de checker pour
Jenny's
les
blue sweater
indices.
was scruffy and quite but her grandmother had knitted it, and so it was her favorite. The more it itched, the closer she felt to her.
Ah, c'est l'écrivain, c'est ça qui narre l'histoire. C'est cool. C'est vraiment le fun.
And covered in mud.
Ah, les bottes
The
avec
floor is wet and
la
slippery,
boue.
but also immaculately clean.
Ah, j'ai 3 indices, c'est quoi? Ah, ça, c'est des trucs à collectionner. C'est bon. Tant qu'à passer par là. Ah, il y en a un autre. OK. Ah, du café.
What a waste of perfectly good coffee.
Jenny's love for coffee was almost as strong as her passion for crime solving.
Chalky green residue on the rim. Smells like burnt matches.
Oh, c'est du poison.
It wasn't Jenny's style to wear accessories, but this hair clip was the exception. Its function as a lockpick had saved Jenny from a long night trapped in her school locker. She'd worn it ever since.
Ah, ça bouge.
The victim has a green smudge on her lips. It's not lipstick.
6 sur 8.
Without her trusty bifocals, Jenny couldn't see the nose in front of her face. They were her window to the world and the lens through which she focused her keen detective vision.
7 sur 8. Ah. Ah, c'est 53, je pense. Non, c'est ça. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a?
There's
Ah,
no
la
doubt
tache
the
de
victim
sang,
lost
ben
a
oui.
lot of blood. I've seen enough. Time to wrap this case up.
Jenny was a
OK,
meticulous
donc on
record
passe à la
keeper,
partie
noting every relevant clue in her
déduction.
trusty journal. A great detective knew that solving a mystery was simply a matter of connecting the dots.
I'm certain this wasn't a mere accident. Now I just need to prove it. How do I know
Donc,
the
ce
victim
n'était
didn't
pas un accident. Il y aurait 2 indices là-dedans qu'on peut montrer comme quoi c'était pas un accident. Les bottes de boue. La mare de sang, sûrement. Ouais.
Nope, that's not what I meant. Let me try that again.
Ah, faut les lier entre elles, OK. Fait que entre les bottes et la mande de sang, il n'y a pas de lien vraiment. Ah, OK, le sol est propre, mais ses bottes sont boueuses. OK, fait que c'est ça, ça fait pas de... Tiens, la mande de sang, j'avais envie. C'est ça que ça fait pas de lien ensemble.
The victim's boots are filthy. They should have left big muddy footprints on the floor. So where are they?
Comment est-ce que je sais que la victime n'a pas glissé? Quelqu'un d'autre.
Either someone washed away her footprints, or she was carried here.
Résolu, yes.
Okay, that proves she didn't slip. So how did she actually die?
Oh, c'est pas fini. Comment est-ce qu'elle est morte? La vraie cause de sa mort.
What was
Ok,
the
ben
real
ça, je
cause
pense
of
que
death?
je l'avais vu tantôt. C'est l'empoisonnement avec le café. Café mortel
There's a green
délicieux.
residue in the bottom of the victim's coffee cup. It smells of burnt matches. Phosphorus. Also found in common garden fertilizer. The same green mark is on the victim's lips. Her coffee was spiked with fertilizer. Someone clearly wanted her dead.
Excellent!
Ah, the case of the dead lab assistant. Gone before her time. Was it poison? Yes. A blow to the head? Yes. An accident? Certainly not. No footprints in an unshattered mug? She was killed somewhere else and carried here. This is the story of a scorned ex-lover.
Jenny?
Oh mon Dieu, elle
The
s'emporte là.
guard enacting his revenge.
Jenny!
A deadly brew of fertilizer and caffeine coursing through the veins.
That's quite enough, thank you.
What happens to the gardener?
Is this gonna be on the test?
Remember, class, even the smartest criminals make mistakes. This is how we catch a killer.
But what's the point of all this?
Yeah, there hasn't been a murder in Arthurton in years.
Every town has a dark side, even Arthurton. By doubting, we are led to question. And by questioning, we arrive at the truth. Okay, that's all for today. Don't forget, next class is our field trip to the morgue, so have a light lunch.
Oh my god, une sortie scolaire vers la morgue.
The
Ah là
students
là,
need to
c'est
think for
drôle.
themselves, Jenny. That's why they're here at Gumboldt. To learn.
I just figured we all had places to go. Speaking of which,
And where are you off to, young lady?
I'm a dead body mom, remember? Dead bodies don't tell. See ya.
Oh,
Wait,
elle a ses mystères elle
before you
aussi, avec sa mère.
something
Ouais,
for
c'est un
you.
petit ado, hein?
Cool. What is it?
If I told you, that would spoil the fun, wouldn't it?
The LeClues didn't simply hand each other presents, they hid them. It was a family tradition, and Jenny had developed a sixth sense for finding them. With her trusty magnifying glass at her side, nothing eluded her.
OK. Là, on a une loupe. Ah, OK. Hello, Jenny. Essayez de trouver où est-ce qu'il est caché le cadeau que maman nous a donné. Oh, ça brille ici. Ce serait ça? Chercher.
A new journal.
To Jenny, there was nothing better than the aroma of a fresh leather notebook. It smelled like mystery. Without missing a beat, she did what any detective worth their salt would do. She decorated it.
OK. I love nerds, of course. Tiens, mettre comme ça. Mettons. OK. Ajouter. Ah, on peut en mettre d'autres. Tiens, une loupe. Tiens. Si. Quitter. C'est
A
bon.
new journal meant new adventures. She imagined all the thrilling cases that would soon fill its pages. And on the first page, her mother had written an inscription.
A great detective never gives up. Love, Mom.
Ah, fait que ça va être notre... Ouais, ça va être notre livre pour nous accompagner dans le jeu. Ouais. OK. Ah,
I
super,
love
ça.
it. Thanks, Mom.
Jenny, I wanted to talk about, to say,
Somewhere in the back of Jenny's highly caffeinated brain, an alarm bell was ringing. Her mum was hesitating. What could be causing her to act so out of character?
Ah, mon Dieu, OK. Fait que même en parlant avec les gens, on dirait que son instinct de détective ressort à chaque fois. Ah, ça fait penser au jeu de Sherlock Holmes, ça.
Her mother was about to get
Emotional.
I've really gotta go. No, Jenny, wait. I need your help.
What? Really?
Jenny couldn't believe her ears. It was extremely unusual for her mother to ask for help. It must be something very important. Tracing the steps of a deranged killer? A cold case that only someone with Jenny's expertise could solve?
I've misplaced the students' essays on decapitation. See if you can find them for me before you leave. I have to run.
Ah,
Wow. The case of
décevant.
misplaced papers.
L'affaire des
You sure
copies
you want to
égales.
trust me with such a
Yes.
complex task?
I have no doubt you'll be able to find them. They're around here somewhere.
Jenny was unsure if her mother was unable to detect sarcasm or just really good at ignoring it.
Tenter de partir ou aider maman? On va tenter de partir.
What's the point? They're all gonna fail anyway.
A great detective learns the most valuable lessons from their biggest failures.
Insister.
I really
Fallait
can't,
qu'on s'en
Mom.
aille
I've got
tantôt,
somewhere to
hein.
be. People are depending on me.
I have somewhere to be too. And I'm depending on you to find those papers.
Dernière tentative. Ça, on
Have you considered how these menial chores might be affecting my sense of self-worth? Is this really the act of a responsible mother?
Jenny LeClue.
That was her mother's code for enough is enough.
Fine, I'll find them.
Good. Find the papers and go straight home.
But I'm meeting Keith tonight.
No buts, remember?
Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe I'm still feeling the effects of being poisoned for your class.
Well then, I have the perfect antidote. You're staying with your cousin this weekend, and you still need to pack.
This again? Look, I've considered your offer, Mom, and I'm going to have to decline. I'm old enough to take care of myself.
I'll be back late tonight. There's meatloaf in the fridge.
So you don't trust me to take care of myself this weekend, but you do trust me to fix dinner and not burn the house down?
Jenny LeClue, it's been a difficult week. Could you please just do what you're told for once and stop asking questions?
Fine.
And try to stay out of trouble.
When do I ever get into trouble?
Ah, c'est cute.
All right, let's find these papers and get out of here.
Bon, où est-ce qu'ils sont les papiers? Où est-ce qu'ils sont les papiers?
One of Jenny's earliest memories was making raspberry jam with her mum.
It's the perfect substitute for blood in class demonstrations. And better tasting than the pig's blood the textbook recommends.
C'est sûr que c'est commencer le morceau. Ah! Ah oui, c'est vrai, hein, j'avais oublié qu'il y en avait encore. Ça veut dire qu'il y en a même ici.
Looking rather trim today,
Hey,
Ethan.
squelette!
New diet? What's the matter? Lost your funny bone?
Ouais, fait que ça, c'est en 2D, side scrolling. Je peux pas aller d'avant ou en arrière.
Becoming a great detective took more than book smarts. You needed real-life experience, and Jenny was always on the lookout for a chance to get her hands dirty.
C'est une leçon de ta mère. Ah, un autre autocollant. Ah, j'en ai un autre ici. Il y en a partout, vraiment. Je sais pas combien il y en a en tout.
Please do not touch. Someone must be running an experiment.
Bon, c'est sûr qu'elle va checker. Ben oui. Ah, trop curieuse, Jenny.
Gross. Pretty soon it's gonna sprout legs.
Ah, bon, je suis arrivée au bout. Ça veut dire que c'est pas de ce côté-là, ça veut dire que c'est où? C'est où, c'est où, c'est où? Ça sent un peu. Ah! Oh, oh, oh. Oh, attends, il y a une feuille ici. Ah!
It's one of the students' term papers. You can tell by the terrible handwriting and erroneous conclusions.
Ah, je pense que c'est ça qu'on cherche. Hein? Saisir, déplacer. Ah! Yes! Great success! On l'a eu. Ramasser les papiers.
Found you. Time to get out of here.
Bon, on s'en va, on s'en va, on s'en va, on s'en va.
Jenny looked around the room one last time. Was she ready to leave?
Yes! On est prêt à partir.
Okay, so she wasn't really dead. That would be silly. No, Jenny was alive and well and ready for another perfect day in Arthurton.
Oh! Ok, on est dehors. On va aller se promener un petit peu. Qu'est-ce qui se passe?
What the? What a mess. I should investigate.
Mon Dieu, tout est une raison d'investiguer. On va aller checker. De vidange. Oh! Ici.
Jenny had an instinct for sorting treasure from trash. To the untrained eye, this was just a discarded piece of an old postcard. But to Jenny, it was a mystery waiting to be solved.
I should keep my eyes open for any other pieces.
Intrigante carte postale. Oh. Non, on n'a rien d'autre, ça, non.
The notice board was awash with flyers, personal ads, and the occasional piece of gum.
I'm amazed anyone can find anything on here.
Fortunately, Jenny had a useful trick to use in a situation like this.
Mom always says, a great detective eliminates the noise. Focus on the details, and you'll find clarity in the chaos. I wonder if anyone else reads this junk. Hold on. What's this?
Oh!
Oh no, they've extended curfew hours again. 9 p.m. to sunrise? That's ridiculous.
But necessary. Power outages had become a regular occurrence in town. It was dangerous to be wandering around after dark.
It won't be long before we need a permit to go out at all.
Non, on peut pas bouger plus. Ok.
Hey, you!
Oh, hi there!
What are you doing back there?
Well, I was pruning. But then I discovered the cerulean bugberry bush.
Discovered? These bushes are all over Arthurton.
Actually, this is an incredibly rare bloom.
There's nothing rare about Arthurton.
I beg to differ. Arthurton has many beautiful and exotic plants.
Pas intéressant.
Looks like a regular old bush to me.
Wow. Some people just don't appreciate the wonders right in front of them. I guess that's why I'm one of the lucky few working in Dean Strasberry's greenhouse. Anyway, I should get back to work. I want everything to be perfect for the Dean's retirement celebration.
Bon, ici. Non. Il est encore là, mais il n'y a rien à trouver. Oh! Ok, ici c'est tout. Un autre panneau. Non, rien. Ah, là, ici.
Signs and decorations adorned the entire campus.
A party to celebrate the Dean's impending retirement.
Left! Left! I said left, damn it! What part of left are you having trouble with?
My left or your left?
My left. Obviously, I mean my left. Why would I mean your left?
So you want me to move it the other way?
Yes. Nothing would make me happier. If you're not careful, we're gonna have bronze brains all over the floor.
They seem busy. I should probably lead them to it.
Ah, le doyen, c'est lui, ça.
Hello, Mr. Strasberry. How are you today?
A jolly gentleman, the Dean was often seen shaking hands and kissing babies around town.
He's also Mom's boss.
But more than that, he was her loyal friend.
What do you think, Jenny?
The Dean had dedicated his life to Gumboldt, and the townspeople had spared no expense in their tribute to him.
Quite a striking resemblance, Mr. Strasberry.
It's a scary thing, Jenny. Retirement.
Great excuse for a party, though. What will you do when you're no longer the Dean?
I've been trying not to think about it.
This place won't be the same without you.
Things change, Jenny. Time marches on, and we must do our best to adapt. It's going to be difficult, but I'm sure we will get through it.
What do you mean, we?
Do you think they made my belly too big?
Non. On va être gentil.
It's probably just a perspective, Mr. Strasberry.
You are a clever one, Jenny LeClue. Speaking of which, have you been practicing your detective skills?
Have I? Of course, always.
Well then, I have a challenge for you.
Oh,
I bet you can't guess what I ate for breakfast.
oh.
At last, a real challenge for Jenny. A fiendishly difficult puzzle that would take all her wits to solve.
To be honest, I'm in a bit of a hurry.
Oh,
Sorry, I just have to be somewhere.
of course.
Ah,
I understand.
What? No. Jenny would never turn down an opportunity to flex her intellectual muscles. So she did what the Dean asked.
Fine. Anything for you, Mr. Strasberry.
bon, fait qu'on va écouter. On va écouter notre auteur.
How wonderful.
But first, I need to ask you a few questions.
Oh, l'interrogation. Bon, trouver des preuves encore ici. Oh, la cuillère. Hein? Oh, un papier.
Looks like he accidentally put a spoon in his pocket instead of his pen. It's got a coffee stain on it.
A thick bundle of note cards poked out of the Dean's pocket.
What's he keeping so close to his chest? You've been making a lot of notes, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Oh, I was intending to make a speech on Saturday.
Why have you scratched out so much of it?
Your mother suggested I keep it short. And quite right, too. I must have rewritten it 20 times by now. I just can't seem to find the right words.
Ok, j'en ai deux. Oh, ici.
It can't be dandruff. He has no hair. I have a hunch it's powdered sugar.
C'est qu'on peut. Mais on sait pas d'autre chose.
The Dean was a big fan of the Gumboldt moonbeams, and not just because his son was a prominent figure on the team.
Well, a bench warmer anyway.
Oh, il y a une tache. Ouais. Je les vois avant même la loupe. La framboise.
The Dean didn't button his shirt properly. It looks like a bloodstain, but the seeds indicate otherwise.
Un ancêtre d'au moins 100 ans.
His watch is slow. That's unlike the Dean. He's usually very punctual. Your watch is 45 minutes slow.
Is it? Oh my. That explains why there was no cheesecake left in the cafeteria. My head's not screwed on today. Thank goodness you noticed, or I'd be late for my meeting with your mother.
Oh, really? She didn't mention anything to me.
Oh, well, of course she wouldn't. It's nothing important.
Why are you meeting then?
It's just, she's helping me finalize my plans for,
Your party?
Yes, that's it. My retirement party. Thank you.
Are you okay, Mr. Stroudsbury?
Of course. Now let me just fix my watch before I forget. Now, where were we?
Ah, il m'en reste deux. Il m'en reste deux. Ok. Oh, sa bague.
Ipsa scientia potestas est. Looks like Latin. Your ring sure looks old.
It was made for my grandfather. He passed it down to my father, who passed it down to me. And when the time comes, I'll pass it on to my son.
The Stroudsbury family had been champions of education for generations.
What does the inscription mean?
Knowledge itself is power. The inquisitive spirit is a mighty thing, Jenny, and nothing is as important as the truth.
Ah, ok, 7 sur 8. Oh, les pieds sales. Qu'est-ce qu'il y a là?
For the Dean, being covered in plant life was not unusual. His work as a botanist was renowned.
Looks like you're carrying some extra baggage today, Mr. Stroudsbury.
Well, I do have a lot on my mind.
I was referring to your legs.
Oh, thank you. I have been doing my daily calisthenics.
No, I mean the sticky stuff on your pants.
What? Oh! Hitchhikers. I've been working on a new orchid hybrid in my greenhouse. They're beautiful, but the leaves are quite clingy. I will say, I am looking forward to spending more time in the dirt. So, what do you think, Jenny? Can you guess what I had for breakfast?
Je pense qu'on a une bonne idée.
Sure, Mr. Stroudsbury. I've got everything I need to solve this mystery.
Donc, qu'est-ce que le doyen a mangé au petit déjeuner? J'ai 2 indices à trouver. OK. Ah, la confiture qui était ici. Ouais, puis le sucre glacé qui était là. Fait, je pense qu'elle mangeait un beignet.
Jam on his shirt and powdered
Ouais.
sugar on his tie.
Ouais, ça, c'était pas très difficile.
The evidence points strongly to the dean's breakfast consisting of 1, maybe 2 donuts.
Oui, on a réussi. Yes.
What else can I tell about the dean's morning?
OK. À propos de... OK. Ça monte. La cuillère. Montre une distraction. Ah, il y en a 3. Non, ça on l'a fait tantôt. Un match ce week-end. OK, ça veut dire qu'il se prépare pour le match.
That doesn't quite
No.
add up. Let me give this some more thought.
OK, qu'est-ce qu'on pourrait dire d'autre à propos de la matinée? Le bouton?
The dean had
Ouais,
neglected to wind
OK,
his
c'est
pocket
bon.
watch. The act of a distracted man. This resulted in his whole routine being thrown off, which might explain why he has a spoon in his pocket instead of a pen. You had a donut for breakfast.
Yes?
I'm guessing...
Framboise. Ça, je l'ai dit
raspberry.
tantôt.
How did you know?
That part was easy. You always have donuts for breakfast. But something else caught my attention.
Oh?
I think you have something on your mind, Mr. Strasberry. You are usually a picture of precision and punctuality. But today, there's a spoon in your pocket and your shirt button is undone.
My, you really are a LeClue. Your father would be so proud.
Thanks. Well, I should be going. I'm meeting your son by the lake.
And I'm meeting your mother in the library. What a small...
Too small.
A perfectly small world with everything in its right place.
Who would want to change that?
Pardon?
Nothing. See you on Saturday.
Oh, yes. Until we meet again, Jenny LeClue.
Bon, je pense que je vais arrêter ici. Ça vous a quand même donné un aperçu du jeu Jenny LeClue, Detectivù. J'y joue sur Nintendo Switch et j'avoue que j'ai été charmée par ce petit jeu de détective qui s'adresse probablement plus à un plus jeune public, ado, jeune ado, pour les acclimater, pour les habituer au style du jeu. Donc, j'espère que vous avez aimé et je vais vous dire à une prochaine fois. Salut tout le monde! Oh, est-ce qu'on répond? Est-ce qu'on répond? Non, on va se garder ça pour une prochaine fois. Bye, tout le monde!
Well, that's not creepy at all.